This is Mel and Maddie with Susie O'Neill for breakfast on Nova.
Well, hello, listener. Welcome once again to the Mel and Maddie with Susie O'Neill podcast. Hope you have been enjoying what we've been putting into your ear holes for the last few days. Yesterday was such a big day on the podcast.
It was huge. Susie O'Neill was going to talk to us about her letter writing, and then we got a bit sidetracked talking about Ryan Reynolds hooking up with an Olympian at the Olympics here in Australia.
So are we going to go back to letter writing now? Or
what would you like? I've got the letter writing thing to go. Or I actually contacted that Olympian who caught up with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my gosh, what did they say?
Well, first of all, because this is before should we say it was before he was super famous?
Yeah, so 2000 Olympics, we did a bit of IMDb on it, and Ryan Reynolds was kind of just still on like a sitcom.
Yeah, it was Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
great show.
Yeah, even pre-Van Wilder.
Yes.
Yeah. So I said to her, "Did you hook up with Ryan Reynolds?" And she said, "I was pashing him at the King's Club. That's a club that you don't need to know any of the details."
No, leave that bit out.
Yeah. And it was on the first night they were pashed, and then one of the other girls in the team went back the next night, and Ryan Reynolds asked about my friend and said, where's such and such who I kissed last night? And my friend said she was too tired and couldn't be bothered going back to the club the next night, but she emailed with him for a while.
They
were emailed buddies, and then she said she got bored. And they lost contact.
He had no banter. He had no email banter. He was no good with the bands.
You think that Ryan Reynolds would be great at banter because he's so charismatic and funny.
He's funny, isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And now, like the whole Blake Lively thing, you're like, maybe I'm not going to say anything.
You're worried about lawyers?
Well, I don't know what my theory is now.
I'm totally on their side, by the way, in that Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively thing.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
Either do I, but I love Blake Lively. And like you said, Ryan Reynolds is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre that it is still going, though, because we were talking about this in December, this whole the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni thing, and it is just still going.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It feels like a really long press tour for a film have you seen it?
But could you imagine being Susie's friend and just having that story, just going...
Yeah.
And what could have been, what would have had a sliding doors moment if she went to that nightclub the next night...
Yeah.
And hooked up.
She could have been Blake Lively. Or Alanis Morissette, who was pre-Blake, or...
Scarlett.
Who was also pre-Blake.
You know, we were talking about, like, the pash, and what did you used to say?
Grab.
A grab.
I've never heard that, grab.
No, it was I think it might have been like northern suburbs of Melbourne term from the Y2K era.
I had a term get unlocked yesterday after we were talking about it. Did you ever say you got onto someone?
Oh.
Got with.
You say got with? Yeah. Oh, they got on. You got on with someone? Oh, we got onto each other. Yeah.
Did you get with Dean? Did you get with Dean last night?
See,
I mean, not you.
No, I didn't. No, he wasn't interested. I tried. Oh, God. Yeah.
The other one is Snog. Remember Snog?
Snog.
Snog's very British.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that book that was Angus Snogs and Full Frontal Nudity, something like that.
Oh.
No one read that?
Not me.
Love
Sounds
it.
good.
Okay. Clearly up there with Susie O'Neill and the Harry Potter books.
Surely those two aren't the same. Anyway, thank you for joining us for the last week. We're going to be back in a couple of days with the podcast. And what do you got?
Letter writing? Susie O'Neill's letter writing?
Stick around.
Hold it.
That is a hook until Tuesday. We will catch you then. Have a fabulous Easter if you're listening to this in real time.
Mel's Click Hole. Mel's Click Hole.
Click hole.
Thank goodness there was no oversharing about click holes last night.
How was your click hole this morning? Because it's a bit cold in the studio, isn't it?
It is. Don't worry, I'll warm you up. We've got some... So this is when we look at what's been trending in the last 24 hours. Witness shoes has been trending.
I saw this.
Yep. The Australian footwear chain Whitner is the latest retailer to face closure.
They're all closing down, all the shops, aren't they?
Yes.
Katie's, Suzanne.
That's what they were saying. Mosaic, Katie's, Rivers, Noni B, and
Suzanne's
Jeans
probably
West.
still going. So
Oh, yeah.
I
okay.
said that.
We'll take that one back. So yeah, they've got 20 standalone stores nationally and 25 stores that are in like your Myer and David Jones. So yeah, it's really sad, isn't it, when you just hear of all these retailers that are closing, and it's a sad state of affairs.
Do you think it's because people are buying online so much now?
Shoes are a hard one to buy online.
I agree,
reckon.
actually.
I find like I still will buy physically shoes. Like there's one pair of like Nikes that I know my foot fits in, but I feel like I need to put a shoe on.
What about Birkenstocks? They're a big online purchase.
Yeah, I'm Birkenstock curious, but I'm still stuck in Croc world. I'm
still wearing Havaianas. Girl from the suburbs. Amanda Bynes is also trending. Oh, are you ready for this?
Who is she? The man?
She's the man.
She's the man?
On OnlyFans.
She's
joining OnlyFans.
Who is she? Tell me who she is.
Amanda Bynes. She's an actress.
A Disney star? Is that right?
And she's had a pretty tumultuous kind of life. She recently, I think, got off a conservatorship, similar to what Britney Spears was on. And so she's had a lot of kind of.
That's her there, Suze.
I don't want to assume that she's had addictions of sorts.
Yeah,
she doesn't look familiar to me at all. But she's probably not where I'm going to watch things. If
Your
she's a Disney
daughter
star,
would know her.
Okay.
Yeah,
got a 21-year-old daughter.
Yeah, so she would know her. So Amanda Bynes is joining OnlyFans, but apparently won't be posting sleazy content.
What else is on OnlyFans?
But do you remember when Nick Kyrgios joined OnlyFans?
Yes.
So what they were trying to do was make the platform literally as a means to be close to, like, for your celebrity stardom to have fans, and it was meant to be a platform for...
Just to earn, like a subscriber only, like a peek behind the curtains without going behind the curtains.
Yeah, without seeing...
Not those curtains.
Without seeing click holes. Yeah. You know?
Okay.
Content creators that weren't just of the adult variety.
Yeah. That would be good. I reckon I'd join OnlyFans if you didn't have to do sleazy content. And you probably would too.
What would your service be, Suze?
Well, you could just do gardening or people are interested.
Just take my money.
I can see it's Susie's backyard. It does sound like an OnlyFans content.
Oh,
now, this is a weed. This isn't. Oh, God.
Today,
monthly.
We're going to do some pruning.
No, you could do
some
interesting
hedging.
stuff, some shaping of plants.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Anyway.
And also the other thing trending is election debates, which you said you sat and watched last night, Susie.
I didn't go to the Red Room. I sat home and watched the election debate.
Wild night.
It was, I didn't get through it. I turned it down for a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah?
It was a bit dull. It's so dull. They're not great public speakers, are they?
Both of them?
Yeah, they're not like awesome debaters. It's not like watching it.
Are any of them, though? Are any of them good debaters?
I think in the olden days they used to be. Like, wasn't Paul Keating a really good debater?
Oh, he had an acid tongue, Paul Keating. He was fantastic. But, yeah, it's so underwhelming, isn't it? It's like these two, and that's it. It's
and
one
Bob
of them.
Catter. Bob Catter's a good public speaker.
Is he? What else are your thoughts on Bob Catter, Susie?
Everyone's allowed their right to their own opinion. All right. Is that your click hole done?
That's my clicky.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, just moments ago, Susie O'Neill was saying that she wanted to share something motivational with us, which I'm so excited about because you are a Olympian. You're a gold medalist Olympian. Is that how you say it? Gold medal Olympian?
I like that.
Madam Butterfly. And to hear something motivational, I'm interested because I think it's so easy to be lazy in the mind, and you obviously have been so strategic and sacrificed so much to achieve what you did, and I just want to know what motivates you and what works in your head.
Yeah, well, first of all, I always thought people like that too, the person you just announced was fearless and didn't have vulnerabilities and didn't have any doubts and was like, yes, I'm the best in the world and I'm just going to do it. And I soon discovered that when I became an Olympic gold medalist that I was exactly like everyone else. Like, I've got so many self-doubts and always thinking, am I good enough? I'm not good enough. I've got to work harder. And so when I got this job, so I quit full-time radio at the end of last year, and they said, do you want to come back and do a holiday shift? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But as it got closer and closer, and I hadn't done radio, obviously, for 5 months or something, I'm like, oh, my God, what am I doing? What if I forget how to do it? What if I forget how to talk? Or what if it's just not good or whatever, and what am I going to do? I go to different motivational people that really, when you dig down, what they say is kind of obvious, but I think it's good to hear. And the first person I really clicked onto, which is quite a few years ago now, was Brené Brown. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of Brené Brown. So about 2010, she did this TED Talk, and it's 60 million people have watched this TED Talk.
Oh, wow.
It's called Daring Greatly. I've got a bit of it now. I'll play first.
The people who have a strong sense of love and belonging believe they're worthy of love and belonging. And so these folks had, very simply, the courage to be imperfect. They had the compassion to be kind to themselves first and then to others, because as it turns out, we can't practice compassion with other people if we can't treat ourselves kindly.
Yeah, so really, really good message. So basically her message is called Daring Greatly, and she got this off a Roosevelt poem, The Man in the Arena. He was a president of America years and years ago, and this poem, the basic short part of it is, you're better to be the person in the arena, succeeding or failing, but at least giving it a go and daring greatly, rather than the people on the sidelines who are just not doing anything. It's, as you said, it's easier not to do anything or try anything new if you don't think you're going to be good. So it's easier to sit on the sidelines and criticise. So whenever I feel self-doubt and wonder if I'm good enough of doing something, I think of that and I think, no, it's so much better to be in the arena and trying and failing sometimes and succeeding sometimes than the people on the sidelines. So I think that's really, really good. So that's real good to go to. Good go to.
I like that.
Yeah.
What did you say? Brené Brown.
Brené Brown.
Yeah.
But the second one who I've clicked onto just recently is a lady by the name of Mel Robbins.
She got that book out?
Yeah, called Let Them.
Yes.
And actually, when I was down in the Sydney office just the other day when I first came down, one of the bosses here, one of the Petes, it means nothing to no one listening.
P2, P1. Which one?
Well, I don't want to rank them.
You can order them if you want.
I'm not going to. He had this book sitting on his desk as well. And he's obviously very successful as well. He's like one of the top
He's
people.
one of the Petes.
He's one of the Petes. Basically, Let Them. And actually, let's just play a bit of her. She's the top-ranking podcast in the world at the moment, this lady, Mel Robbins.
People will have negative opinions about you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to change this fact. And when you allow your fear of what other people think to stop you from doing what you want to do, you become a prisoner to other people's opinions. It is time for you to give people the freedom to think whatever they want. Let them.
So good.
Isn't that good?
Good.
And it's kind of obvious.
It also feels a bit like, when you assume people's thoughts, like, if I do this, that person will think this of me, when that person probably won't think that at all, but you put your own bias into it. It feels a little bit like that.
Yeah, totally. And the last little tip that she gives, which I love, because she says no one feels like doing anything, hey? Like, no one wants to get out of bed in the morning, really. Most people don't really want to go to work. Most people aren't like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to get out of bed and get up early. She does this thing called the 5-second rule. So when you...
That's not like dropping pizza on the ground, is it? It's different to that.
Oh, it is different, but it's very funny. So basically, we'll just say you get motivated to do something. Or it might be like, I've got to fold the clothes.
Yeah.
And you go to start procrastinating. She goes this 5-second rule. You just go to yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then you go do it.
And then you go do it.
Oh, have you tried it?
Yeah.
And it works?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's so simple. It's so simple that it sounds dumb.
I really love that, especially heading into a long weekend where there might be a lot of family gatherings and there might be somebody that you don't want to see, or you're in a situation like you're going to your in-laws. It's that, getting out of the car and stepping into the house. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it.
What happens in Melbourne every Good Friday is the Good Friday Appeal, raising funds to enable the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne to provide world-class care to our children. And joining us in the studio this morning, we've got a couple of special guests, Mel.
Yes, we have Novalee and her mum, Kat. I know that this is a visual medium, but we need a moment for the fit for Novalee, because I'm loving... Yes, girl! She's showing it off. So we've got... What's the headband? Is it flowers?
Sparkly flowers.
And the cardigan?
Raspberries and cherries.
Cute. And then is that a sequined top underneath?
No, it's flowery, but I do have a sequin top.
Okay, of course. From here it looks sequins. I love this fit.
And then denim skirt.
Yeah, cute. She's serving. Mum, you also look great.
Thank you.
So, Novalee, you were 5 years old when you were diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and now you're 12 years old and you're fundraising. What does it mean for you to be able to help this year with fundraising for the Good Friday Appeal?
Well, I love fundraising. It all started when I was in hospital. I started making a few businesses.
Oh, entrepreneur.
The first one I did was a little nail salon, and lots of nurses knew I was good at art, like nails and drawing. So I made some Mother's Day cards for them. Then when Father's Day came around, I made 100 and they all went. So when I got out of hospital, I decided to make my own card business. And I've been fundraising with that ever since.
That's so cute. Is there a way that we can buy online your card business?
I have an Etsy store and an Instagram account called Be Brave Cards.
Be Brave Cards.
Brave Cards.
Sorry, I'm so impressed. I'm like, Susie doesn't have Facebook, let alone an Etsy store.
Kat, as a mum, it's a hard enough job being a parent at the best of times, but watching Novalee go through this experience and so much adversity, and then here, talking about her businesses and her resilience, you must be so proud.
Oh, it absolutely astounds me. I mean, you feel like this experience of having cancer is a lot more than an exercise in resilience. Like, it's more than any child should or any person should ever have to endure. And there were times where I wondered how she could possibly bounce back and get back to her happy self again, because it was just, horrific, the treatment she went through. So she constantly astounds me, her positivity and the way she loves to embrace life and help others as well, because as she always says, she can't stand to see other kids go through the things that she's been through.
Amazing.
And of course, you can donate to the Good Friday Appeal and help sick kids. Head to thegoodfridayappeal.com.au. Novalee, Kat, it's lovely to meet you. Thanks for coming in to the studios this morning to spread the word about the Good Friday Appeal.
Thank you very much.
But if you want to donate, there's another way you could.
Oh, yeah.
You could buy some of my cards, or if you go on, I'm doing a collab with with Graphico, and if you go onto their website, you can buy my Be Kind print and my Be Brave print.
Okay, I am just looking up Be Brave cards now on my Instagram.
I love this
I'm going to give you a follow and we'll get some cards, all right, Novalee?
I love that you're doing a collab. I've never done a collab in my life.
It's Mel and Maddie with Susie O'Neill here on Nova. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Bye.
I wanted to talk about a holiday that I took a little bit earlier, March. I went away with a girlfriend and we were like, girls trip. And we felt like, let's do something a little, well, not bougie. We just went to a beach town and we thought, do we stay at an Airbnb or do we stay at a resort? And, have that whole access to the pool and the spa and the gym.
Cocktails.
And all that stuff. So we're like, you know what, let's spend a little bit more and let's go to the resort. Anyway, once we book the resort, I get an email, and we did it on a whim, so we booked it the day before we left.
Oh, wow. That's
so the
last minute.
Second we booked it, we get an email. Thank you so much for your booking, just confirming that the hotel pool, spa and sauna is closed due to renovations.
What?
And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. The reason we have spent extra cash is because we wanted these amenities. And I was like, do I reply now? Do I wait till I love a confrontation, right?
I can tell.
So,
Couldn't have picked it. Yeah.
So we get to the resort the next day and I'm at reception and the girl that's working there, she doesn't own the place, so I'm not going to get angry at her, but I'm like, hey, we're a bit disappointed because we spent this extra money thinking we'd have access to these amenities and we found out after we booked that it was closed. And she was like, oh, some websites tell you, some don't. We've got access to the sea baths that you can use instead. And we went, okay, well, you've tried
sea baths?
Yeah.
In the sea?
No, it's kind of like I think it's just what they called their local place where you could go use the pool, the sauna and all of that. And we're like, okay, at least they've got, it was a walk. It wasn't as close as just being in the resort, but okay, they tried. Anyway, so we're at the hotel room and one night our toilet broke.
It was not your fault?
No. No. It wasn't. We didn't clog it.
Okay.
It just broke, right? And it was 11 p.m. and the reception wasn't 24 hours, right? And so on the way to go find another toilet that we could use, I found an emergency phone, which I used, and I called a hotline, which I didn't even know was available for us. And they were like, all good, your toilet's broken. We'll contact you back and let you know what we're going to do. Cool. No one called me. The next morning, some service guy rocks up. He's like, hey, heard your toilet's broken. I was like, yeah, go fix it. Then the next day, 11 o'clock at night again, our key cards don't work. We can't get into the room.
That's bad. And no reception open.
Well, no reception's open. So I marched back over to that 24-hour service line, the phone that I accidentally found.
Can you imagine it, Suze?
I can. And I called them like, we can't get into our room. On top of that, there was like a broken blind in the bathroom where at the right angle you would see us showering if you really wanted to stop and look.
Oh.
There was also... Yeah. Susie's like, and what resort and what room number was this? And also their room service wasn't amazing. Like, you know... I spilled some chips on the floor and they never cleaned it. And I mean, I cleaned it as in like I got rid of the chunks, but there was a bit of crumb and I'm like, okay, they're not vacuuming. Right. Anyway, when we went to check out, I was not a happy camper. And I was like, I'm not going to leave a review online without telling them first what the experience was. So as we're lining up and I've got it all in my head and my best friend's like, you talk on our behalf. I was like, yes, I will. So I got to the front and the guy's like, oh, you ready to check out? Mel Tracina, no need to tell me, love you on the cheap seats. And I was like, no.
I hate that.
No.
Then you launched into your love of the resort.
Had the best time. Thank you so much for having us. Can't wait to come back and I recommend it to all our friends. It was horrible.
Did you be honest or did you sort of sugarcoat it a little?
Okay, well, I think it's been 4 days with me. I think you know that I'm not a sugarcoater.
No, not at all.
So I was trying to be very diplomatic in my answer. And I said to him, listen, these are the things that happened to us at our stay. I said, you had to be, I was like, please continue watching the cheap seats. Love you so much.
A notepad and let me start.
And so I was like, listen, individually, not a problem. But the fact that it all happened within 4 nights of us staying here, accumulative, it's too much for what we paid. I'm like, it's just not it. Anyway, he was so great about it. And like, it was it had to be said. But I wanted to know on 13 24 10, let's do your 1-star reviews. No name or shame. Just tell us about where you stayed, where you ate, what your experience was. It just wasn't. It was your 1-starer. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Do you want to join me in your 1-star review?
Sadly, I do. My husband and I decided to go away for a nice little romantic weekend down the Gold Coast and stay at a very luxurious, well-known 5-star resort. And we got to our room and it was, average at best. But we thought, that's okay. It's the experience. Later that night, we decided, let's have a cheeky little spa bath together, fill the bath up, turn the jets on, and out popped all of this black hair and mould. And we thought, maybe just a couple, but no, it just kept going and going and going.
Oh, gross.
Oh, Brittany.
That's pretty bad. Do they have the little hygiene, the little stickers those you put over there?
Yeah, this has been clean.
No.
Nothing says
I think
romance like hair.
Yeah, someone else's hair too.
Oh, Brittany, I'm so sorry, and I wish we knew before we were all drinking our coffees. Good morning, Craig. What's your 1-star review?
I went to a country motel and it was just horrendous from the moment I turned up. There was a lady of the night at the door and it was late. It was horrible. I walked in. The room was atrocious. I went to bed that night. In the middle of the night, the whole roof felt like it was moving, but it was ants. When I turned on the light, there was a massive spider above my head chasing the ants. It was just horrendous.
Oh, my gosh. Because, there's a part of you that goes, all right, it's a country motel. You've got expectations, or limited expectations. That sounds like a nightmare.
Let's go to Margaret. Morning, Margaret.
Good morning.
Have you got a 1-star review for us?
I have. We were booked into a motel and for our daughter's wedding. So I was with my daughter and the bridesmaids and waiting for hair and everything to be done. Hopped in the shower in the morning, got out of the shower, couldn't get out of the motel, out of the bathroom.
Oh, did the heat make the door close?
4 hours.
What?
The bathroom door locked, wouldn't get open, and it was early in the morning, and the management refused to ring the locksmith earlier than 8 o'clock because it would be more money.
Hang on, and you were stuck in there for 4 hours?
4 hours all up.
On your,
your daughter's wedding?
On my daughter's wedding.
And you would have had to get your hair and makeup done?
Yeah, I could hear the other women and my daughter and the bridesmaid getting their hair and makeup done, and I'm stuck in the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
That's bizarre.
Where's Mum? Oh, she's just in the loo.
she had some bad meals last night.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's horrible.
Margaret, did it all work out? Like, were you happy with the end result? Did you get your hair, your makeup done? The wedding went well?
Oh, well, no. Well, I paid for $80 for a ponytail for my hair, but anyway, that was another story.
That's another one-star review.
Yeah,
But the wedding was beautiful.
Okay, well, that's good. At least the wedding was beautiful.
We could do one-star hairdressers next week and get Margaret back. Let's do one more.
Janine, good morning.
Good morning. Love your show, guys.
Oh, thanks. So we're not a one-starer. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So I had a lovely 3-night stay in a really luxurious place next to a marina, and we thought, we'll go to the fancy restaurant. So the hotel was lovely. We went to the restaurant, and what happened, the first night we had really, like, the food was beautiful, but I received a lovely big, huge lump of Glad wrap covered in gravy or like a fancy sauce. Nearly choked on that, so that was nice.
So was it the sauce was over Glad wrap?
Yeah, it was. So basically, they'd obviously put it in the microwave or something, and then
in the meal,
not realise it was there.
Oh.
So the second night, we thought we're not going to go there again. We'll go somewhere else. And we just had like a really nice pizza, and there was metal shavings on the pizza. And when we complained, they said, yeah, they'd had a worker there and must have just fallen into the pizza.
A worker fell into the pizza?
Yes, like the shavings.
Were they a tin man?
He must have been doing some work.
I'll work around it.
Yeah. So the third night we went, this is insane. Let's
Still
just go
goes.
somewhere not so fancy. And I had a chocolate mousse, like it's all put out for you, if you know what I mean, like a buffet thing.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a cigarette butt in my chocolate mousse.
How's your luck?
Mean.
Yeah.
So cigarette, Glad wrap, and shavings.
Yeah. That's it. No more going out for me.
No, I don't blame you.
We thought we'd just have a little bit of a chat about, we're going into Easter and just sort of the traditions that roll around. They're very different in each household. And between the three of us, we have very different ways that we celebrate Easter.
I'm pretty light on, I got to say. Like, I don't catch up with my family or anything Easter. For me, Christmas is, like you tick off all your siblings and your parents and get everyone together. Me, Easter's just like always just chill out.
Is it because it's a long weekend and everyone likes to go away and have a bit of a break?
I think so,
Yeah, gotcha.
My mum used to decorate. Like, we don't... Mum would, get out little eggs and hang them from the roof and the little furry chickens and put them around the house and baskets and that kind of gear. I haven't really picked up on that. Mum keeps dropping around things to decorate the house, subtly. It's like, can you continue this tradition through the family? And I'm like, oh, yeah, Mum, thanks for bringing around more little furry chickens. But, it's always been a bit of a long weekend to get away for us as well.
Yeah.
You're really into it, Mel. Talking to you, it's like next level. It's great.
I think there's a lot of tradition steeped in Easter. So, for example, usually today, which is the Thursday before Good Friday, I would sit with my mother-in-law and we colour the eggs. But I'm in Sydney, so I can't. But she's already sent me photos of her starting on the colouring of the eggs, which I love doing.
Like eggs, actual
proper
chicken eggs.
Chicken eggs.
Yeah.
You colour them and then you give them to people throughout the Easter period. And then we do midnight mass on the Saturday night, which is just like all of us freezing outside of a church with our candles and our eggs, and that's when you kind of smash them, and it's really cool time. I like it.
Love that. On 13 24 10, we thought I'd open it up to you as well. Australia Easter traditions. Amanda's on the line. Morning.
Good morning, guys.
What is your tradition, Amanda?
Well, we go camping every year. We've been doing it for 30-odd years, but my kids pre-Easter will get in the kitchen and they'll make rum balls and chocolate chip cookies and slice. They've been doing it since the age of 4. and the looks on their faces as they walk around with their containers and everyone takes something and sits there with their cup of tea or their beer and enjoys it. The look on their faces is such pure joy of, somebody's eating something they've made and they love it.
Are the kids using, real rum when they're making the rum balls?
No. No. But the people drinking might be drinking rum and Coke and having a rum ball.
Yeah.
But around the fire, it's just so special. And like I said, they've been doing it since they were, 4 years old, and they're all 19, 17 or 15. And even this year, they're still, one of my daughters like, I'll make the chocolate chip cookies and I'm going to make a slice. And they get so excited.
Oh, that's cute.
Camping and Easter definitely Camping and Easter definitely go together, don't they? I want to speak to Renee because she's got a message for me.
Okay.
Hi, Renee.
Hey, hi.
Hi, Renee.
I just wanted to say, Susie, I'm with you. I do not like fruit in my hot cross bun.
Thank you. I thought you were going to say something different.
Do you do any of the choc chip ones, the coffee ones, the caramel? There's so many flavours of hot cross bun now, Renee.
The chocolate ones, but I hate the orange peel in the traditional one.
Oh, is that in the traditional one, the orange peel?
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What's your Easter tradition, Renee?
I'm with you, Maddie. I absolutely love Easter, and I am like a giant kid, and I get so excited for an Easter egg hunt. I squeal like a little girl.
So do you do it for yourself? Who organises your hunt? Because you sound like a grown adult.
I am a grown adult. I get up at probably about 4 o'clock in the morning to hide all the eggs, and my kids, oh my God, the look in their face.
Oh, I think we've just lost Renee there, unfortunately. Mark's on the line. G'day, Mark. You there, Mark?
Yeah.
Hey, mate. Good, mate. What's your Easter tradition?
So this one's a new one my wife's just cooked up. So it's called an Easter run. And she wants me to sticky tape Easter eggs all over me with chuck on a pair of bunny ears and run around so my 4-year-old can chase me.
I thought this was part of Susie's OnlyFans. Okay, all right.
I thought it was part of the 90s paint on chocolate. Paint the chocolate on the body thing.
Remember, the body paint was huge.
Paint.
Chocolate body paint was huge in the 90s. Let's do one more.
Okay, was it?
Yeah. Granny Mays. Anyone else?
Yes.
No, just me and Suze?
I never tried it. I saw
okay,
it.
No, me either.
No.
Hi, Brianna.
Hello, how are you?
Really good. You got an Easter hack for us.
We do. It was actually my son who is a little bit older now, but he has negotiated with me to possibly celebrate Easter a couple of days later so we can get the eggs so we get more eggs for less because they've all gone on sale.
Oh, I love it.
That is a great hack. Absolutely. Getting into the supermarket when they're a lot cheaper is the perfect. That's almost like getting roses the day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Do you save those chocolates for the following year, or do you eat them? Do you give them as gifts the following year?
Oh no! That couldn't stay in the house for that long.
Don't be mad, Mel. Don't be crazy.
Okay,
Mel.
gotcha.
Teddy Swims, friend of the show. Bad Dreams on Nova. It's Mel and Maddie with Susie O'Neill.
Susie O'Neill's confused. He was on our show once. We did an interview. Probably doesn't know who we are anymore, but he's a friend of the show,
No,
Teddy Swims.
In Brisbane, he was up there playing. Lutzy was the guy that works in the show up there.
Yeah.
And they went out together one night. I think Lutzy didn't even actually go out with him because he didn't realise he was going to be so famous. You know what I mean? He was.
Oh, so he said no to him.
He was playing pool with the Brisbane crew before he was famous. And,
how funny.
And people ditched
cool.
him because they didn't think he was going to be
as
famous.
big as he is.
He became.
So fame only is on the door.
Actually, I've just reversed that whole story.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Teddy Swims on Nova, friend of the show. It's Mel and Maddie and Susie O'Neill. I saved it. I think we covered that up. We're good?
It's been such a fun week, and I'm so excited that we get to do it again all next week. Please join us after your long weekend. I was actually thinking this morning, because I was talking about Amanda Bynes, who's an actor who wants to or is starting an OnlyFans, which led Susie to make this comment.
Oh, that would be good. I reckon I'd join OnlyFans if you didn't have to do sleazy content. And you probably would too.
What would your service be, Suze?
Well, you could just do gardening or...
So wholesome.
So wholesome. Not sleazy content at all from Sloozy Susie O'Neill. Sloozy. Oh my God, it's a great
Did
name.
you do it on purpose?
No, I did it by accident, but kind of on purpose. Sloozy O'Neill. Though I reckon what she says proves otherwise.
A peek behind the curtains without going behind the curtains?
Yeah, without seeing. Can we just have a moment to welcome Susie into my click hole?
Oh, wow, it's quite beautiful. I mean, it's a little warm, obviously. Let me just put a peg on my nose. Okay, I'm ready for a click hole. I was talking to Dr. Chris Brown, who I love. And because I see it's only lasting 11 minutes.
That's a long time.
Do you think? What, from start to finish?
I go, I got a colonoscopy recently, and Susie goes, I love them.
It's a great day out.
So now,
what do you want me to do, Matt?
Just gardening and pruning, like all the basics.
A bit of edging?
Yeah.
some money to be made, Susie O'Neill.
Oh, is that
Sleazy O'Neill?
Character, what's the word? Character...
Assassination. I hope Daily Mail was listening. Susie O'Neill starts OnlyFans, promises edging.